All right. Very quick live stream. I'm going to try to keep it short. And I want to focus once again on the IQ of pit bull lovers. Now, I know this is a strong claim or statement or belief that pit bull lovers have a lower IQ. But that's what I'm saying. Because you have to have a low IQ in order to own one of these things. You have to have some type of weird death wish. The mere belief that you could have control over its mind, it alone should tell you that these people are not that bright. And if you don't have full control over its mind, that could mean the difference between life and death. And that means the death of you, someone in your family, or someone else. It could be just someone in the neighborhood. That's the price you pay if you're wrong. And it doesn't have to be a death. It can be a bad mauling. And you want to take that risk? That's not smart. There's no way to argue that that isn't stupid. You know, it's stupid. That's a dumb thing to do. And there's no way to wiggle out of that. Pit bull lovers do a lot of other dumb things aside from owning the pit bull, quite naturally, obviously. If they're dumb enough to own these things, they're going to do a lot of dumb things. Now, that's not to say that pit bull lovers can't have a high-paying job where they do a lot of thinking on the job. Of course, there are plenty of them who can do that. I'm not saying that they can't add and subtract. I'm saying that there's some type of glitch in their mind that makes them not value life, not value their own life and well-being, and not value the life and well-being of their family, their neighbors. That's a problem. Okay? Under no circumstance is that acceptable. That's a problem. When what you do, you're voluntarily doing something that endangers yourself, your family, or others, that is what makes a person insane. Or what is it? Sociopath, psychopath? You are crazy at that point. And that is pit bull lovers. Now, I want to focus on this one video. I sort of wanted to babble, give people time to come in here, because I want the pit bull lovers to come in here. I see there are a lot of dog lovers who found my channel. Come on in here. Once again, I'm attacking your IQ. And I want to see what type of defense you're going to put up. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. This woman represents all pit bull lovers. And she is going to speak for all pit bull lovers.
The dog's owner is speaking out. She wants to make sure that no other dog or potentially a person gets hurt.
It happened so fast, and yet it felt like an eternity.
Ashley Williams recalls a frightening attack on her dog, Logan. Surveillance video from a nearby business shows Ashley and Logan walking on Main Street July 29th. Suddenly, two pit bulls dart.
Now, you see that person who stood up after the dog ran across the street? I hope y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Yeah, you can see it. See that person stand up after the dog ran across the street?
Pit bulls dart across the street and jump on.
And then another pit bull started running across the street after the first one had already ran across the street. And before she could even make it over there, the other one had passed her by and ran across the street as well.
9th. Suddenly, two pit bulls dart.
You see this person right here? Now, I'm saying that these people have a low IQ, because they're sitting outside with these things off leash, thinking that they have control over the dog's brain. This could have been some washout, and it could have been an all-out mauling.
Dart across the street and jump.
Okay, now I don't want to show some of the dog attacking the other dog because YouTube guy has a thing with animals being shown being hurt. So I want you to look at this. They're not going to show it. They're behind the rock. I want you to look at this owner, how she walks up and what she's doing. This is the owner now. After this thing has already gotten away from her, she's already failed, as so many of them do. She's already a failure, walking over here looking dumb and pathetic. And her pit bull, 2 pit bulls, are now in attack mode. Now you would think pit bull owners would know how a pit bull acts when it's in attack mode. So they would be prepared if they come to disengage or neutralize an attack. But look at her.
Was trying to grab his leg because he was flipped over like this. So the white one was trying to grab
She comes over with nothing in her hands. She comes over pointing and yelling. Pointing and yelling. Mind you, grown men have a very hard time stopping these things from attacking.
His leg in this area, but I was kicking him so he couldn't get to it. The brown one had him by this, and he was just pulling and pulling and pulling.
A woman who follows the dog.
Okay, look at her. Look at how many times she fails to get control of it. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Dumb, low IQ behavior. There's no way around that. You come reaching and failing over and over. And there's nothing you can do about this.
Tries to break it up, but Williams says
look at her, just worthless. Worthless. Now listen to this.
Wasn't until a few passers-by stopped.
Passers-by. She's been over there right by the dogs, and she's been failing for so long. People driving by saw it, saw her failure, and had to get out to stop the attack.
That the ordeal ends.
I remember kicking, and I was hitting as hard as I could. I was doing...
See? And this is what I'm talking about. And these are the same idiots that swear up and down that these things are friendly, loving, and perfectly safe in society. Perfectly safe as a family pet. When they prove each and every time that they cannot control these things, especially when they go in attack mode, they cannot neutralize the attack. So they want to just send you on a guilt trip and try to guilt you into accepting these things in society. No, I don't think so.
Everything I possibly could, but it was chaos.
Logan escaped with a small cut to his ear, but Williams says the pair of pit bulls are a danger. A week before the attack,
That's what I want you to look at right there. Look at these arrogant people. These dogs are off leash. 2 pit bulls. It's a busy street. People walk up and down sidewalks all the time. There's a sidewalk right here for the public. And they're off leash. Why? Because the law says they can be off leash as long as they are on your property. They actually don't have to be on a leash when they're on your front lawn, on your property. Now, is that a smart law? Is that a law about safety? Is that your 91 Dangerous Dog Act law they got in there? They brag about, oh, we have laws that are sufficient. They have laws like this. So if you got pit bulls on your front lawn off leash, then if it sees something or someone it wants to attack, it can just go attack them. And you see these people looking at it. You can tell that they think that they have control over them so much. But what have you done What have you done to be this arrogant? How have you proven that you have great control over these things? The only thing you've done is you fed them over and over. And these people think that because their dog doesn't attack them after they've fed it for so long, so many days, they think that because it doesn't attack them, that it won't attack anybody. They can bring it out, let it in the front yard. Oh, now it loves people. They automatically translate their relationship with the dog as if the dog has the same relationship with all humans now. See, it won't attack me, so it won't attack anyone. Now, you have to be very dense to think like that. But that's clearly how these people think. And that's why they always say, after a dog attacks, they always say it's never acted like that before. Oh, I've never seen it act aggressive. I mean, all it takes is for somebody to walk down. Could you imagine a child on a big wheel or a skateboard come rolling down this street? Do you think these women right here would be able to stop those dogs? Of course not. Of course, and this is why these people are unwanted by smart people in communities. These are the most unwanted people in society. These are the worst people to have in your community, bar none. They're the most dangerous, the most annoying, loud. The danger level alone is overboard.
The entire community should feel safe to walk up and down that street.
You
There
see,
are so
pit bull lovers make other people want to punch them. They make you want to punch them. They make you so angry that you want to attack them. Their stupidity is that thick. You know, you walk down this sidewalk, these dogs attack you, you're going to want to punch the owners in the face. Because you know that the owners know that at this moment, they have absolutely no control over these things whatsoever. If they're not tied to a rope, you have no control over them at all. And as you saw, as it was attacking, it did not respond to her voice command. And she was using voice command as it was running across the street.
Someone stop them.
the entire community should feel safe to walk up and down that street. There are so many. There's children, there's elderly people, there's mothers.
Listen to her. There's children. As if this dog wouldn't attack a child. Oh, yes, it most certainly would, and it has. Several times. Get out of here.
Strollers.
The town's animal control officer says the incident is under investigation, with results expected by the end of the week. He says no prior complaints against the dogs have been filed.
Yeah, there usually isn't. Look at her. She come over there pointing. Oh, I have so much power. Oh, you're in trouble. You're in so much trouble. Acting like she got so much power over this dog. That's the arrogance I'm talking about, and that's the low IQ I'm talking about. These are the biggest, most bumbling, primitive idiots. And they seem to be unaware of how dense they are. Brainless. This is true, genuine brainlessness. This is not name calling. I'm going over their behavior. I'm not just calling nobody names. I'm showing you what they're doing. Okay.
Any problem with pit bulls, the breed. It's not about the breed.
You hear what she said? You hear what she said? No. Let me back that up.
No prior complaints against the dogs have been filed.
I do not have personally any problem with pit bulls, the breed. It's not about the breed. It's about these two specific dogs that have a temper that is not safe for this community.
Okay. Those two specific dogs, huh? This is what I'm talking about. Pit bull lovers. Why are there still so many of you out here who say that? In the digital age, how long have we been in the computer era, in the Google era? How long so far? This is 2023, mind you. And you still have pit nutters out here saying this. It's not about the breed. When was the Dangerous Dog Act? 91? It has been so well established that it is the breed. And it does not take long to find. That dog attacked your dog, right, lady? Let me put her back on the screen, since she's the one I'm truly responded to. You big genius. And you can tell she's either still a pit bull lover or a former pit bull lover. Okay? She's the type to go over someone's home who owns a pit bull and rub on it. Get herself Brooklyn curried. It's not about the breed. It's about these two specific dogs. It's all about character. Dogs are individuals. You can't discriminate based on breed. That dog, those pit bulls, bully breeds, attacked your dog, right, ma'am? Did you know 75% of dogs killed by other dogs, they're killed by bully breeds? So if it's not the breed, then why is it the breed? Why does the breed do far more killing? 91%. In 2019, pit bulls accounted for 91% of all fatal attacks on other animals. We're talking about what, 6% of the dog population? So if it's not about the breed, then why is it about the breed? Why are the statistics about the breed? That's a better question, better way to ask. Why do the statistics point towards a breed? See, if it wasn't about the breed, these percentages would be parallel with their population, or at least in the ballpark. 6% of the dog population, so 6% of all animals killed are killed by pit bulls. See, it's not about the breed. They all behave the same. The statistics are an example of their behavior. It tells you how they behave in the world, how violent they are. So what are you talking about? 76% of all fatal dog attacks on cats, pit bulls. 82% of all fatal dog attacks on other pets, poultry, pit bulls. Why is it about the breed? What are you talking about? And why are y'all still saying this? This information has been out for decades. You have no excuse. So what choice do we have other than to conclude you just have a low IQ? You're not that bright. You haven't taken a few minutes to research the most simple information. And that's sad. It's very sad. Hey, I wish you were not like that. Pit bulls are the #1 dog killers of children, killing more than half of the children killed by a dog. Huh? There's at least 20 kids killed a year. 20 deaths a year? That's pretty ridiculous. They kill like a child every 2 weeks in this country. And let's not talk about the number of kids they maim, number of people they maim. I shared a statistic by a group of doctors. That doctor said 100% of the patients in this hospital hospitalized 7 days or more for a dog attack, all of them were attacked by a bully breed. All of them, all of them. You see, if it wasn't about the breed, we wouldn't be able to say these things. That's very simple information. Okay, you can't say, oh, I was confused. I never put it together. Oh, I never thought of it like that. That's exactly the point. And this is especially so for those of you in your 40s, around my age. You especially have no excuse. For you to be old, period, and to still be saying stuff like this. I mean, there are several young people who know better than this by now. Pit bulls are the #1 dog killers of women and girls, killing more than half of the females killed by a dog. Where are the feminists, by the way? No feminists push back against bully breeds? Okay. You keep telling yourself it's not about the breed. You can say that till your lips fall off. As long as the statistics say otherwise, you're going to have people calling you out for being wrong. And if you just enjoy being wrong, so badly wrong, embarrassingly wrong, you just get off on that. Hey, knock yourself out. But you endanger me and everybody else, and I have a problem with your existence as long as you are a nutter. Okay? We have the right to have a problem with you nutters in society. Okay? That could have been anybody, could have been someone's kid, and it is people's kids and people, period, every single day. Right? You're a well-established problem in society. Accept it. Now, you want to leave a comment on my channel? Leave a comment about that, nutter. Shout out to everybody able to join me. I kept it a little over 20 minutes. But shout out to everybody able to tune in for this brief live stream. And I hope to see you back on the next as we continue with this crusade.